Hello everyone. Let us start with the part 2 video of class 8 chapter microorganisms, friends or foes. Students, in the previous part 1 video we discussed about the types of microorganisms and the uniqueness of the viruses and the where we can find out the microorganisms, and then we started with the major part of this chapter, that is how these microorganisms they are useful in our life. That means what is their role as our friends in our life. We discussed as friends they are used in food, in sewage treatment, in human health, in agriculture, in energy and fuel production, and in cleaning the environment. Part 1 video we have already covered about how they are used in the food, like they are used in making or in preparing the cheese and curd. They are used in the bakeries for fermentation process, and they are also used in preparing the alcoholic beverages as well as acetic acid. Today we will start that they can be used in agriculture. In agriculture, we know we have already discussed in the chapter crop production and its management that there are some biological nitrogen fixers which are present in the soil. These biological nitrogen fixers like rhizobium, it lives in symbiotic association with the root nodules of leguminous plants. These rhizobium bacteria, they will convert the atmospheric nitrogen into the useful nitrates and mix it into the soil so that plants they can use it as a nutrient. Similar work is done by another bacteria which is called cyanobacteria or blue-green algae, and this cyanobacteria it is present in the rice fields, which lives in association with the roots of cycas plants. They also fix the atmospheric nitrogen into the useful nitrates into the soil. So after in agriculture, the microorganisms they are very useful in the sewage treatment also. Before starting with how they are used in sewage treatment, we must understand what are effluents. Effluents are the sewage and industrial waste. That means all those waste which we get from the sewage and industries, they are called effluents. There are many microorganisms, especially bacteria, which help in the biological treatment of this sewage and industrial waste. And this process of treating the biological waste and the effluents, it is called bioaugmentation. We have discussed that these microorganisms they are used in the food, in agriculture, in sewage treatment. They are also used in energy production, or that means the fuel production. Many microorganisms like bacteria, we know that they are very useful in the fermentation process, and during this fermentation process they release the gases like methane and ethane, which are used in the biogas reactors. This methane gas is used as a fuel for the production of energy. So this way they are used in the production of energy or fuel production. They are also useful in cleaning the environment also. These microorganisms which are helpful in cleaning the microorganisms, these are called the decomposers, because they are helpful in converting the dead organic matter into the carbon dioxide and the useful nutrients. These nutrients can be nitrogen, phosphorus, which will help to replenish the soil for the proper growth of the plants. So the microorganisms like bacteria and fungi, which are called decomposers, they will convert the organic matter, that means the dead plants and animals, they mix them back into the as nutrients into the soil and as CO2 in the atmosphere. So now the very important discussion for the microorganisms in our human health. These microorganisms which we termed as our friends, they are very useful in having a very good human health. There are some microorganisms which are present in the alimentary canal of many animals like cows, which help in digestion and absorption of food, which otherwise they cannot if the microorganisms are not present in that. There are some bacteria which are present in our large intestine, which helps in the bowel movement of the large intestine. Bowel movements will help the food to be pushed forward in the intestines. Now the next is very important. Before that, there is need to understand the meanings of few terms like the antigens, antibodies and antibiotics. Many students, they get confused in these three terms. What are actually antigens? Antigens are the alien bodies or the foreign bodies which enter into your in the human body. That means any foreign particle which will enter into your human body, which can cause any infection in your human body, that is called an antigen. And what are the antibodies? Antibodies are actually the warriors of our body. Like the army, it protects our country from the from outside invasions. Similarly, we in our body we have antibodies. This is the army of our body which will protect us from all the other things, all the foreign invasions which are harmful for us. So these antibodies, they can identify and they can fight against all those foreign bodies which may cause harm to us and which are harmful for us, or can cause any infection in our body. So these antibodies, these are actually the proteins which are produced by this special blood cells which are called the white blood cells. These antibodies, they will identify, that means they will keep a record lifelong. They will identify and they will destroy all the harmful microbes which will enter our body. That means they will fight against all the antigens, right? And what is immunity? Immunity is the natural ability of an organism to resist an infection. That means if somebody says that I am immune to this, that means you are free to that. There is no effect of that thing on your on you, right? So immunity means building up that natural ability to fight back any or to resist any infection in our body. So whenever there is infection in our body, sometimes if our antibodies, they are not strong enough to fight against that, then the doctors, they prescribes us some medicines in the form of antibiotics. These antibiotics are the chemicals that inhibit the growth of harmful microorganisms in our body, and they will that means they will help the antibodies to fight against the infections. These antibiotics, they are actually obtained from the microorganisms, useful microorganisms only. Example, penicillin, which was obtained from fungus Penicillium notatum. This was the first which was developed by Edward Jenner. And there are some other antibiotics also like streptomycin, tetracycline and erythromycins, which are obtained from the various fungi and bacteria, which are very useful to us. We use it as antibiotics whenever we have some infections. The doctors, they prescribe these antibiotics to fight against any kind of infection. Then there is one more term which is called a vaccine. What is a vaccine? Sometimes it happens that there is some antigen which enters in our body. That means any foreign particle which will enter in our body, and these antigens, when they enter, the antibodies, they fight against it and they will kill all those antigens. Sometimes it may happens that these are forcefully we take them, not forcefully, we can say, like the doctors, they prescribe that we should take some light form of that or some weakened form of all those antigens or microorganisms which can cause infection to our body. So what are vaccines? These are suspension of those killed or weakened microorganisms which are harmful for us. These are administered in our body by the doctors only to increase our immunity, because when these vaccines, they enter in our body in the form of killed or weakened harmful microorganisms, the antibodies, they take care of it. Some special antibodies are produced in our body to fight against all those killed and weakened microorganisms, and due to this our body becomes immune to those harmful microorganisms, so that in future whenever our body gets infected by those foreign particles, then the antibodies can recognize it and they can fight well with those all those infections. So that means it is a kind of protection we are taking in the form of vaccines. These vaccines, that means they help us to increase protection against the diseases, that means to increase or to bolster our immunity or the natural immunity, natural ability to fight back against the infections or the antigens. This will also helps to stimulate the production of antibodies. And vaccination, it is done either by inoculation, that means through injections, and sometimes they are given orally in the form like we do in the form of polio drops. So it is very important that all the babies who are born, they should have or they should get the proper vaccination to fight back against any kind of diseases which can enter in our body. So this is all about the uses of the microorganisms as friends. In the part 3 video, we will start with the microorganisms as foes, that means all the harmful microorganisms. So have a happy learning to all.